Hey, before we start, drop a comment below where are you watching from today. And if you love wild stories like this, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Okay, let's dive into this crazy story. Close your eyes for a second and imagine a super quiet street. It's the kind of place where every house looks perfect. The grass is cut just right, like someone used a ruler. The mailboxes are so shiny you could see your face in them. Every flower is in its place and there's not a single weed anywhere. It's almost too perfect, like something hiding under all that neatness. This is where I show up. My name's Jake Turner and I'm riding my motorcycle. It's a sunny afternoon and the sky's so blue it looks like a painting. My motorcycle makes a low rumble as I pull into the neighborhood. I'm not here to cause trouble or anything. I'm just visiting my best friend Mike. He lives here in one of these perfect houses. I park my bike in his driveway, nice and careful. I take off my helmet and tuck it under my arm. The air smells like fresh grass and maybe a little bit of someone's barbecue. Everything feels calm, or at least it seems calm. But here's the thing, someone's watching me. I don't see them yet, but I can feel it. You ever get that feeling, like eyes are on you and you don't know why? It's creepy, right? I'm just standing there, minding my own business, ready to knock on Mike's door. But someone in this perfect little neighborhood is about to make a huge mistake. And it's all because of me, or at least because of what they think about me. Have you ever met someone who decides they know everything about you before you even say hi? Like they look at you and make up a whole story in their head. Maybe it's the way you dress or the way you talk. Maybe it's something silly like the shoes you're wearing. Well, that's what's happening right now. Someone's looking at me and they've already decided I'm trouble. They don't know me at all, but they're sure I'm up to no good. And trust me, this is gonna lead to something wild. Want to know who's watching and why? Don't go anywhere, this story about to get super exciting. Let me set the scene a little more so you can really picture it. This neighborhood is called Sunny Hills. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Like a place where everyone's happy and friendly. But Sunny Hills has a secret. Not everyone here is as nice as they seem. The houses are all big and pretty with white fences and bright flowers. Every car is washed and every window sparkles. It's like living in a magazine picture. But sometimes, places that look perfect on the outside are hiding something messy on the inside. I'm not saying I knew that right away. I'm just a guy on a motorcycle, here to hang out with my friend. My bike's black and shiny and I'm kinda proud of it. I worked hard to buy it, saving up from my job at the auto shop. It's not super loud or anything, but it's got a cool growl when I start it. I'm wearing jeans, a t-shirt, and a leather jacket. Nothing fancy, just comfy clothes. My helmet's black too, with a little red stripe on the side. I think it looks awesome, but I guess not everyone agrees. Mike's house is right in the middle of the street. It's got a blue door and a basketball hoop in the driveway. We've been friends since we were kids, always getting into little adventures together. Nothing big, just stuff like riding bikes or playing video games. Today I'm here because he got a new game and we're gonna play it all afternoon. That's the plan anyway. But plans have a funny way of changing, don't they? As I walk up to Mike's door, I notice how quiet it is. Like too quiet, no kids are playing outside, no dogs are barking, it's like the whole neighborhood is holding its breath. I glance around, trying to figure out why it feels so weird. That's when I spot a curtain moving in the house across the street, just a tiny twitch like someone pulled it back and then let it go. My stomach does a little flip. Who's that? I think. Why are they spying on me? I shake it off and tell myself I'm being silly. It's probably just a curious neighbor, right? Maybe they've never seen a motorcycle before. I laugh a little to myself and keep walking. Mike, probably waiting for me, wondering why I'm not at the door yet. I can already hear him joking, saying, "Jake, you get lost or what?" That's just how we are, always teasing each other. But that feeling won't go away. The one that says someone's watching, and not just watching, they're judging. Like they've already decided I don't belong here. I'm not doing anything wrong. I parked my bike right. I'm not loud or rude. I'm just a guy visiting his friend. So why do I feel like I'm about to walk into a trap? Let's talk about Sunny Hills a bit more because this place is important. It's not just any neighborhood. It's got rules, lots of rules, like you can't leave your trash can out past Tuesday. You can't paint your house a weird color. You can't even have a basketball hoop unless it's approved. Mike told me about it once, laughing. He said the people who run the neighborhood act like it's their own little kingdom. They call it the HOA, Homeowners Association. Sounds boring, but it's a big deal here. The HOA tells everyone what they can and can't do, and if you break a rule, watch out. Mike says most people just go along with it because they don't want trouble, but some folks love the rules a little too much. They're the ones who walk around with clipboards checking for mistakes. Like if your grass is 1 inch too long, they'll leave a note on your door, or if your car parked a tiny bit wrong, they'll take a picture and send it to the HOA. It's kind of funny when you think about it, grown adults acting like hall monitors, but it's also kind of annoying. I didn't know much about the HOA when I pulled into Sunny Hills. All I knew was Mike lived here and I was excited to see him. But now, standing in his driveway, I'm starting to wonder if I've walked into something bigger than I planned. That curtain across the street, it's not moving anymore, but I know someone's still there, watching, waiting, for what I don't know yet, but I'm about to find out. Here's a question for you. Have you ever been somewhere and felt like you didn't fit in? Like everyone was staring, waiting for you to mess up? That's how I feel right now. I'm not scared or anything. I'm used to people looking at me funny because of my bike or my jacket. Some folks think if you ride a motorcycle, you must be a troublemaker. They see the leather and the helmet and make up all kinds of stories. But I'm just Jake. I fix cars, play video games, and hang out with my friends. I'm not here to start a fight or break any rules. Still, I can't shake the feeling that something big. Maybe it's the way the air feels like it's buzzing with secrets. Maybe it's that curtain or the way the street so quiet it's almost spooky. Whatever it is, I'm not turning back now. I came to see Mike and that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm keeping my eyes open. Because in a place like Sunny Hills, you never know what's around the corner. So picture me standing there, helmet under my arm, sun shining down. I'm about to knock on Mike's door, but I take one last look around. The houses stare back at me, all perfect and silent. Somewhere in one of those houses, someone decided I'm the bad guy. They don't know me. They don't know why I'm here. But they're about to make a move that'll change everything. What do you think's gonna happen next? Someone's watching and they're not happy I'm here. Are they gonna yell at me, call someone, or is it something even crazier? Stick with me because this story's just getting started and it's gonna be a wild ride. I take a deep breath and step toward Mike's door. My boots crunch on the gravel and the sound feels loud in the quiet. I'm trying to act normal, like I don't care about the eyes on me. But inside, my brain's racing. Who's watching? Why do they care so much? I'm not sure, but I know one thing. This visit to Sunny Hills is about to get a lot more interesting than I planned. The doorbell's right there and my fingers hovering over it. I'm thinking about Mike, about how we're gonna laugh about this later. Dude, you won't believe what happened, I'll say. But for now, I'm on my own, standing in a neighborhood that feels like it's waiting to pounce. And that's when I hear it, a voice, sharp, loud, cutting through the silence like a knife. Hey, you there. My heart skips a beat. I turn around real slow, ready for anything. This is it, the moment everything changes. Want to know who's yelling and what they want? Don't go anywhere because this story about to explode. Here I am, standing in Mike's driveway, my motorcycle parked nice and neat. The sun's shining, the air smells like flowers, and everything should be chill. But it's not anymore. There's a lady staring at me, and she's mad. Her name's Karen, and she's not just any Karen. She's the HOA president, Karen. That's a big deal around here. The HOA is like the boss of the neighborhood, making sure everyone follows the rules. And Karen, she loves those rules. You know the kind of person I'm talking about, right? The one who's always watching, waiting for you to mess up. Like if you leave a toy in your yard, they're knocking on your door with a frown. Karen, that person times 10. She's on her porch, arms crossed tight, looking at me like I just ruined her whole day. My motorcycle's not even loud, but to her, it's the worst thing ever. Like I parked a monster truck in her garden. "Young man," she yells, stomping toward me. Her voice is sharp, like a teacher catching you chewing gum in class. That thing doesn't belong here." She points at my bike like it's a pile of trash. "And that helmet, it's suspicious." I blink at her, suspicious. It's just a helmet. It's black with a cool red stripe, and I wear it to stay safe. I tilt my head and raise an eyebrow. "Ma'am, it's just a helmet," I say, trying not to laugh, but Karen's face gets redder, like a tomato about to pop. She's not done yelling. "And this is a respectable neighborhood," she shouts. Her voice is so loud I bet dogs 3 streets over can hear it. "We don't need troublemakers like you." Troublemaker, me? I'm just here to see Mike, my best friend. I'm not breaking any laws or causing a scene. But Karen's acting like I'm some bad guy from a movie, sneaking around to steal her flowers or something. Neighbors are starting to peek out now. I see curtains wiggle and doors crack open. People are curious, wondering what's going on. It's like I'm the star of a show I didn't sign up for. I lean against my bike, keeping calm, my heart beating a little faster, but I don't want her to know that. "Just visiting my friend, ma'am," I say, nice and polite. I even smile a little, hoping she'll chill out. But nope, Karen's not having it. Her eyes get all squinty, like she's trying to see through me. "I'm calling the police," she snaps. She pulls her phone out of her pocket so fast it's like she's pulling a sword. She holds it up, waving it around like it's gonna scare me. I just shrug, acting like it's no big deal. But inside, my brain's going, "Police? For what? A bike and a helmet? Something's weird here. Really weird." I look at her closer now. Karen's got short blonde hair, a fancy sweater, and earrings that sparkle in the sun. She looks like she spends all day making sure everything's perfect. But there's something off about her. Her hands are shaking a tiny bit as she holds her phone. Not a lot, but enough for me to notice. Is she mad or is she scared? Have you ever met someone who gets super mad for no reason? Like they yell about something small, but it feels like they're hiding something bigger. That's what Karen's doing. She's pointing at me, saying I'm the problem, but I'm starting to think she's the one with a secret. Why is she so quick to call the cops? What's she afraid of? It makes me curious, like there's a puzzle I need to figure out. I stay quiet, watching her. She's talking fast now, muttering about rules and standards. "Sunny Hills is a nice place," she says, glaring at me. "We don't let just anyone come in here." That stings a little. I mean, I'm not just anyone. I'm Jake. I fix cars at the auto shop, play basketball with Mike, and help my mom with groceries. I'm a regular guy. But to Karen, I'm some kind of danger just because I ride a motorcycle. It's not fair, right? Judging someone before you know them, it's like saying a book's bad because you don't like the cover. The neighbors are watching more now. An old guy across the street steps onto his porch holding a coffee mug. A lady with a dog peeks out her window. They're all wondering what I did to make Karen so mad. I want to tell them I didn't do anything, but I know that won't help. Karen's the boss here, or at least she thinks she is. If she says I'm trouble, people might believe her. But here's the thing, I'm not scared, not really. I've dealt with people like Karen before. Folks who see my leather jacket or my bike and think I'm gonna start a fight. I just stay cool and let them figure out they're wrong. Usually they do, but Karen, she's different. She's not just annoyed, she's nervous. Like she's worried about something way bigger than my bike. I glance at Mike's house. He's probably inside playing that new video game he told me about. I was supposed to be in there by now, laughing and eating snacks. Instead, I'm out here dealing with a lady who thinks my helmet a crime. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but it's also kind of annoying. I just want to see my friend. Why's that so hard? Karen's still holding her phone, talking loud so everyone can hear. Yes, this is an emergency, she says into it. Emergency? Wow, lady, calm down. I almost laugh, but I stop myself. Laughing might make her madder, and I don't need that. I cross my arms and wait. Let her call whoever she wants. I haven't done anything wrong. But that shaky hand of hers, it's bugging me. Why is she so jumpy? Most people who yell like this are just mad, but Karen's acting like she's got a secret she doesn't want anyone to know. Maybe it's about the HOA. Mike told me she's super strict, always checking on people. Maybe she's hiding something about those rules she loves so much. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna keep my eyes open. The street's still quiet, except for Karen's voice. The sun's warm on my face and my bike's gleaming behind me. I'm trying to stay relaxed, but part of me's ready for whatever's next, because something is coming. I can feel it, like the air before a storm. Karen's pointing fingers, but I'm starting to think she's the one who should be worried. What do you think? Ever had someone get mad at you for no reason? Makes you wonder what's really going on, doesn't it? Stick around because this is just the start and things are about to get way crazier. Okay, things are getting wild now. I'm still standing in Mike's driveway, my motorcycle parked behind me, shining in the sun. Karen, the HOA president, is freaking out. She's on her phone, talking to 911 like I'm some kind of bad guy. She's packing back and forth on the grass, her fancy shoes clicking with every step. Yes, officer, she says, loud enough for the whole street to hear. There's a suspicious man here. He's got a motorcycle helmet and he's probably up to no good. I hear her words and almost laugh. A helmet, really? It's just a regular helmet I wear to ride my bike safely. What's so scary about that? I'm trying to keep a straight face, but it's hard. She's acting like I'm carrying a bag of trouble instead of something normal. But then I notice something weird. Karen's hands are shaking, not the kind of shaking you get when you're super mad. It's different, like she's nervous, like she's scared of something way bigger than me and my bike. That makes me curious. Why is she so jumpy? I mean, she's the one yelling, pointing at me like I'm the problem. But those shaky hands, they're telling a different story. It's like she's hiding something and my being here is making her worry. Have you ever seen someone act all tough, but you can tell they're scared inside? That's Karen right now, and I'm starting to wonder what's really going on. While Karen's talking on the phone, I sneak a quick look at Mike's house. There he is, standing at the window, peeking through the curtains. His face is all scrunched up like he's thinking, what's going on out there? I give him a little wave, trying to say, don't worry, I got this. I even make a funny face to cheer him up, but I'm not sure he sees it. I want him to come outside and help me figure this out, but before I can signal him again, something big happens. A cop car zooms up the street. It's moving fast, like way too fast for a call about a guy with a helmet. My stomach does a little flip. The car stops right in front of us and two police officers step out. One's tall with a serious face and the other's shorter, holding a notebook. I read the name on the tall one's badge, Officer Daniels. They both look calm, but there's something in their eyes that says this isn't a normal visit. Karen sees the cops and her face changes quick. She was all red and mad before, but now she tries to smile. It's not a real smile though, it's wobbly like she's nervous and trying to hide it. "Oh, officers," she says, her voice super high and squeaky. "Thank goodness you're here. This boy's causing trouble." She points at me, her finger shaking a little. I'm just standing there holding my helmet thinking, trouble, lady, I'm just trying to visit my friend. But here's the crazy part. The cops barely look at me, like they don't even care about my bike or my helmet. Officer Daniels steps forward and says, "Ma'am, we need to talk to you first." Karen's smile drops, her eyes get big like she just heard bad news. "Me," she says, her voice cracking. But I called you, I'm the one who needs help." She's trying to sound sure of herself, but it's not working. She sounds scared now, and I'm thinking, whoa, what's this about? The officers glance at each other, and I swear it's like they share a secret without saying a word. Like they know something Karen doesn't want anyone to find out. My brain's racing, trying to figure it out. Why are the cops here so fast? Why are they more interested in Karen than me? Something not adding up, and I'm dying to know what it is. Ever had a moment where you realize the person making the most noise might be the one in trouble? Like they're yelling to cover something up? That's what's happening right now. Karen's been pointing at me, calling me a troublemaker, but the cops are looking at her, and she's not liking it one bit. I take a step back, leaning against my bike again. I want to stay out of the way, but I'm not going anywhere. This is getting too interesting. The neighbors are watching now, too. More curtains are moving, and a couple of people step onto their porches. There's an old man with a hat, sipping coffee, and a lady holding a little dog. They're all staring, whispering to each other. It's like the whole street knows something big's about to happen. Karen's still talking, but her voice is different now. It's not loud and bossy anymore, it's wobbly, like she's trying not to cry. "Officers, you don't understand," she says. "This boy doesn't belong here, his motorcycle's against the rules." Officer Daniels raises an eyebrow. "Ma'am," he says, real calm, "we'll get to that, but we have some questions for you first." He pulls out his notebook and flips it open. The other officer nods, standing close to Karen like they're making sure she doesn't run off. Run off? Why would she do that? My mind's buzzing with ideas. Maybe Karen's not just a mean neighbor. Maybe she's done something wrong, something big. But what? I don't know yet, but I'm starting to think my bike and helmet aren't the real problem here. I look back at Mike's window, hoping he's still there. He is, and now he's got his phone out, probably texting me. I feel my phone buzz in my pocket, but I don't check it yet. I don't want to miss a second of this. Mike's probably freaking out, wondering why the cops are here. I want to tell him, "Dude, I didn't do anything," but I'm too busy watching Karen. Her hands are still shaking, and now her face is pale. She keeps glancing around like she's looking for a way out, but there's nowhere to go. The cops are right in front of her, and the neighbors are all staring. She's stuck, and she knows it. I'm trying to piece it together. Karen called the police because of me, right? But the cops showed up super fast, and they're not even asking me questions. They're focused on her. That means they were probably already coming here before she made the call. But why? What did Karen do? I think back to what Mike told me about the HOA. He said Karen's always bossing people around, making them follow her rules. Like you can't have a fence too tall or a car too old. Mike laughed about it, but he also said some neighbors were mad. They thought Karen was too strict, maybe even sneaky. Could that be it? Is she hiding something about the HOA? I don't have answers yet, but I'm starting to see little clues. The way Karen's acting, all nervous and jumpy. The way the cops are ignoring me and focusing on her. It's like a puzzle, and I'm picking up the pieces one by one. Something's fishy in Sunny Hills, and I'm right in the middle of it. What do you think's going on? Why is Karen so scared? Is she just mad about my bike, or is there a bigger secret? Hang on tight, because this story's heating up and the truth is closer than you think. Everything's super intense now. I'm standing in Mike's driveway, holding my helmet, my heart beating fast. The air feels thick, like right before a big storm hits. The two police officers are moving closer to Karen, and she's looking more scared every second. Her face is pale and her eyes are darting around like she's trying to find a way to escape. But there's no way out, not with the cops right there and all the neighbors watching. Karen's still pointing at me, her finger shaking. "Arrest him," she yells, her voice loud but wobbly. "He's the problem, he's the one you should take." She's trying so hard to make everyone believe I'm the bad guy. But Officer Daniels, the tall cop with the serious face, just shakes his head. He looks at her, calm but firm, and says, "Ma'am, we're not here for him, we're here for you." The whole street goes quiet. It's like someone hit a mute button. Karen freezes. Her mouth opens like she wants to say something, but no words come out. Her eyes get huge and she looks like she just saw a ghost. I'm shocked too. My jaw drops and I'm thinking, what? The cops are here for Karen. The neighbors, who have been creeping closer like moths to a light, let out a big gasp. Some cover their mouths and others start whispering. I can feel everyone staring, waiting to see what happens next. I'm trying to figure it out, my brain racing like a car. Why are the cops after Karen? What did she do? I mean, she's been yelling about my motorcycle and helmet, acting like I'm some kind of troublemaker. But now the cops are saying she's the one in trouble. This is wild. I look at Officer Daniels, hoping he'll explain. He pulls out a little notepad from his pocket and flips it open. His voice is steady, like he's reading a list. "We've got multiple complaints about you, Mrs. Larson," he says, looking right at Karen. "Fraud, embezzling HOA funds. People noticed money disappearing, and it all points back to you." My eyes go wide. Fraud, embezzling. Those are big words, but I know what they mean. Karen's been stealing. My jaw drops even lower, practically hitting the ground. Karen, the lady who's always bossing everyone around, telling them how to mow their lawns and park their cars. She's been taking money from the neighborhood. I can't believe it. The neighbors gasp again, louder this time. Some shake their heads and one lady whispers, "I knew something was wrong." Officer Daniels keeps talking and every word makes Karen look smaller. "People said you were charging extra fees," he says. "You told them it was for community projects like new playgrounds and fancy signs. But those projects never happened, did they? The money just disappeared." He raises an eyebrow, waiting for her to answer. I'm piecing it together now, and it's blowing my mind. Karen's been making everyone pay more money for the HOA, saying it's for cool stuff to make the neighborhood better. But it was all a lie. There's no new playground, no shiny signs, nothing. She's been keeping the money for herself, and get this here, the craziest part, she thought I was onto her. That's why she freaked out about my helmet and my bike. She saw me roll in and thought I was some kind of investigator, like a detective sniffing around her secrets. But I'm just Jake, here to hang out with Mike. I almost laugh thinking about it. Me, a detective? Nope, just a guy with a motorcycle. Karen's face is white now, like all the color got sucked out of her. This is a mistake," she stammers, her voice shaking like a leaf in the wind. She waves her hands, trying to act like it's all wrong. "I didn't do anything, you've got the wrong person." But nobody's buying it. The neighbors are staring and some are nodding like they've been suspicious for a while. The second officer, the shorter one, steps forward. He's holding something shiny in his hands, handcuffs. My eyes get even bigger. Are they really gonna arrest her? The officer with the handcuffs doesn't say anything, but he gives Karen a look that says, "Don't try to run." Karen sees the handcuffs and her hands fly to her mouth. She looks like she might cry, but she's still trying to talk her way out. "This is ridiculous," she says, her voice all high and squeaky. "I'm the HOA president. I keep this neighborhood perfect. You should be thanking me, not accusing me." But the cops aren't listening. They've heard enough. I glance over at Mike's house, and there he is, standing on his porch now. He's grinning like he's been waiting for this moment forever. He catches my eye and mouths. "Told you she was shady." I can't help but smile back. Mike been saying for months that Karen was up to something. He told me how she'd get mad over tiny things like a mailbox that wasn't shiny enough. Now it makes sense. She was probably trying to distract everyone from her stealing. I give Mike a little nod like, "You were right, man." The neighbors are buzzing now, talking louder. An old man with a hat says, "I paid $200 extra last year for that playground." A lady with a dog nods and says, "Me too, and where's the new sign she promised?" They're figuring it out just like me. Karen's been lying to everyone, taking their money and pretending it was for something good. It's like she thought she'd never get caught, but now she's in big trouble. I'm still standing there, helmet in my hand, feeling like I'm in a movie. This is way better than any game Mike and I were gonna play today. I mean, who expects to show up at their friend's house and watch the HOA boss get busted? Not me. I'm thinking, man, this is nuts. But it's also kind of awesome, you know? Like the truth's coming out and Karen's not in charge anymore. Karen's still talking, but it's weaker now, like she knows she's losing. "You don't understand," she says to the cops. "I was going to fix everything. The money's safe, I swear." But Officer Daniels shakes his head again. "Ma'am, you'll have to explain that at the station," he says. He nods to the other officer, who steps closer with the handcuffs. The neighbors are whispering like crazy now, and I hear bits of it. "She always acted so perfect," one guy says. "Guess she wasn't so perfect after all," says another. I feel a little bad for Karen, but not too much. She was mean to me for no reason, calling me a troublemaker just because of my bike, and she's been lying to all these people, taking their money. They trusted her and she let them down. I look at the cops, then at Karen, then at the neighbors. It's like the whole street's holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. Karen's not yelling anymore. She's just standing there looking small and scared. The handcuffs glint in the sun, and I know this is it, the moment everything changes. What do you think's gonna happen to Karen now? Can you believe she thought I was a detective? Stick around because this story's not over yet and it's gonna keep you guessing. The cops are walking Karen to their car now, and she's not yelling anymore. She's just muttering, saying stuff like, "This is all a big misunderstanding." Her voice is quiet, like she's trying to convince herself more than anyone else. But nobody's listening to her excuses. The neighbors are watching, and they look like they're done with her. I'm standing by my motorcycle, holding my helmet, still trying to wrap my head around everything. Karen, the HOA boss, a thief, it's wild. Turns out this didn't just happen out of nowhere. Mike and a bunch of neighbors had been suspicious of Karen for months. They noticed things weren't right. Like she kept asking for extra money for the HOA, saying it was for cool projects, but nothing ever got built. No new swings, no fancy signs, nothing. Mike told me once that he thought she was sneaky, but I didn't know it was this bad. He and some other people talked to the police a while ago, telling them what they thought. And get this, the cops were already on their way to ask Karen questions when she called them about me. Talk about the worst timing ever for her. The police car's door opens and Karen gets in the back. She looks so small now, not like the bossy lady who was yelling at me before. The car starts to move and everyone watches as it drives down the street. The red and blue lights flash and then it's gone, turning the corner. I take a deep breath and it's like the whole neighborhood breathes with me. The air feels different now, lighter, like a big weight's been lifted off everyone. The neighbors start talking all at once. Some are shaking their heads, still shocked. Others are smiling like they're happy the truth came out. A few even laugh, saying things like, "Can you believe her?" And finally, she's gone. It's loud and busy, but it's a good kind of loud. Not angry or mean, just free. Like the streets waking up after being quiet for too long. An older lady walks over to me. Her name's Mrs. Chen, and she's got a kind smile. "Sorry about Karen," she says, patting my arm. "She was wrong about you. You're welcome here anytime, okay?" I grin, feeling warm inside. "Thanks," I say, then I joke, "Just don't ban my bike, all right?" She laughs, and it's a real laugh, not a fake one. For the first time, this place doesn't feel like Karen's kingdom. It feels like a real neighborhood where people can be nice and not worry about silly rules. I look around and everyone's acting different. The old man with the coffee mug waves at me. The lady with the dog smiles. Even some kids who were hiding before are peeking out, curious. It's like Karen's yelling kept everyone scared, but now they're not afraid anymore. They're talking to each other, making plans, saying things like, "We should pick a new HOA president, and let's make this place fun again." It's cool to see. I walk over to my motorcycle and swing my leg over the seat. I slip my helmet on and it feels good, like putting on a favorite hat. I turn the key and the engine starts with a low rumble. The sound fills the street, but this time nobody glares or frowns. A few neighbors even wave like they're saying, "You're okay." I nod back, smiling under my helmet. It's a great feeling, knowing I'm not the bad guy Karen said I was. As I get ready to ride off, I think about everything that happened. Karen thought she could control everyone, making them follow her rules while she hid her secrets. She thought she was so smart, pointing at me to distract everyone, but she didn't see this coming. Nobody did, not even me. It's kind of funny how things turned out. I came here just to play video games with Mike, and now I'm part of this big neighborhood drama. I rev the engine one more time and it echoes down the street. The sun's still shining and the air smells like grass and freedom. I'm feeling pretty good as I pull out of the driveway. Karen's gone and Sunny Hills is gonna be better now. I know it. Wow, what a crazy day that was. I'm still thinking about it as I ride my motorcycle home, the wind whooshing past me. Sunny Hills looked so perfect with its neat lawns and shiny mailboxes, but it had a big secret. Karen acted like she was the boss of everything, yelling about my bike and helmet like I was the worst person ever. But in the end, she was the one hiding something bad. Isn't that wild? Here, what I learned. Sometimes the people who point fingers and act all important are the ones who have got stuff to hide. Karen was loud and bossy, trying to make everyone think she was perfect. But she was sneaking money and lying to her neighbors. It makes me think maybe when someone's super quick to blame others, they're trying to keep eyes off themselves. Have you ever seen that happen? Like someone gets mad at you for no reason, and later you find out they were the one doing something wrong. Another thing I figured out is that just being yourself can make a big difference. I didn't do anything special that day. I just showed up to visit Mike, wearing my jacket and carrying my helmet. I wasn't trying to cause trouble or change anything, but me being there shook things up. It made Karen nervous, and that helped the truth come out. So I guess being yourself, whether you've got a bike, a funny hat, or whatever, can be enough to make things happen. You don't have to pretend to be someone else to matter. I hope this story sticks with you. Next time you see someone acting like they're better than everyone, maybe wonder what they're hiding. And don't be afraid to be you, even if some people don't get it. Your uniqueness might just change something big like it did in Sunny Hills. Hey, what do you think? Ever met a Karen who got caught like this? Tell me about it in the comments. I wanna hear. If you liked this story, give it a big thumbs up and share it with a friend. Let's keep talking about cool stuff like this. Until next time, keep being awesome just the way you are.